Baffin Island. None of it. The North. For over a century, to those who knew the name, it elicited a deep sense of harsh wilderness. Perhaps it is innate within us all, that vulnerability to the elements and the will to survive it, to somehow conquer it, fight it. The rocky land is draped in Ice Age remnants, with towers of granite rising straight from the sea and from the scoured glacial valleys. Only the most persistent of life survives the perpetual darkness of winter, to be rewarded with an all too brief summer. And it is here where we chose to venture in the promise of climbing a god, Mount Thor, whose peak rises over a purely vertical drop of over 1.25 kilometers. We had little idea of what truly awaited us. The planning was meticulous. Lauren dealt with the travel logistics and the food, Caleb and I the climbing. We had to travel light. Only 10 days in the wilderness with mountains to climb and over 100 kilometers to trek. Lauren counted calories while Caleb and I counted the cans. The day was approaching. Gear was split and our bags were weighed at 60 pounds each. It would do. We departed on the 17th of July, spending the day in planes and in airports. Our spirits were high. We broke through the low cloud ceiling on approach to Iqaluit. Squat houses in sheet metal and wood line the rocky coast draped in a dull green grass. The once brilliant paint that covered them now peeling and dull and dirty after many cold winters. We were high on anticipation. A few hours to kill before departing to Pegnerton, we wandered the town along the dusty, cracked asphalt. We make a point to stop by the only Tim Hortons, a self-serve. We are occasionally greeted with a "Welcome to Iqaluit." The smell of cigarette smoke and exhaust lingered in the still, cool air. Returning to the airport, we noticed the lack of security as we walked unbothered straight to our gate. It was empty. No one sat in the waiting area, no one at the desk. So we waited. Our ride lay outside as the time approached, then passed our hour of departure. Our flight was cancelled.
Do the thumbs down again.
Rescheduled for a flight in 3 days' time, we wander aimlessly. Walking, sitting, waiting. Walking, sitting, waiting. There was nothing we could do. Sitting, no one we could talk to. Walking, truly sitting, stuck. Waiting. Walking, airport, hotel.
Some people don't know this, but you have to add the seasoning before the noodles. Make sure your noodles are spread evenly so they'll all be below the water line.
Whatever you do not overcook the noodles. Don't overcook the noodles.
He'll cry.
We'll cry.
Happened before.
We arrive early to the airport in the hopes of boarding standby. But the delays turn to cancellations.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For the information of passengers on Canadian North Flight 802 with service to Penang, this flight has been delayed to 10:30 due to weather here in Iqaluit.
Nothing flew.
What's your master plan, Keenan?
My master plan.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna do like a, when we were walking out there, it looked very desolate and like existential. So I was gonna add in like a sort of Werner Herzog type commentary on it. The flower does not care about our troubles, about the planes that fly above. The water shall continue flowing. Something like that, along those lines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As we wait longer, these infernal delays begin to seem as inevitable as the tides. Day after day, they rise and fall just as we, day after day, arrive at the airport in a futile attempt to board. Of course, the tides do not care as us. They are indifferent to this endless cycle. The tundra has no want. Its flowers dance calmly in the bitter breeze as we shiver and dream of where we are not. The water flows with a powerful indifference, the roar silencing our conversation. We are mere points of consciousness on this landscape, trapped here. Look at the rapids. They appear to be fighting upstream against the flow of the water. They make little progress, but they fight. But that is only how they appear. In reality, the rapids are not apart from the water, but emerge as brief turbulences within it. We are the same. Brief turbulences emerging from the flow of time, from space, from nature. We fight against, but make no progress because it is not possible. We are not separate, we are a part of it all. The water will calm and the turbulences will fade. We will return to nothing, and the water knows. The flower knows, the rock knows, and they wait while we dance desperately like rapids fighting upstream.
We can always go back to the brew pub.
That is true. It's 5 minutes away.
And that would kill another 2 hours at least.
Another few rounds of Jenga.
Yeah. See if we got any better.
We haven't seen the sun in days. We haven't seen darkness in days. Just a cold gray mist. A flight boards without us on it. They leave. They return unsuccessful. was little we could do. We had lost 4 days out of 10. An email arrived revealing flooding in the park.
Yes.
Time to go home.
Please provide your response.
Yes.
Thank you. Kindly consider calling us back at a later time. This will allow us to assist customers with imminent travel. May be recorded for coaching and record-keeping purposes per our privacy policy.
The new title of the film will be called On Hold. And it's just the uncut trying to get in contact with Air Canada. This is some true Canadian content.
A grim sense of relief set in. At least we were leaving Iqaluit. We walked the streets once more in a final goodbye and headed towards the only activity we hadn't done. The cold waters of the Arctic welcomed us.
First time we've maybe seen sun. It's so cold.
Finally, we walked across the tarmac towards a waiting plane, but we still had a long ways to go before being home. In a final blow, we had been redirected through Yellowknife on our way back to Vancouver.
Where are all the staff?
I don't know, but this is actually quite comfortable.
I realized that and yelled at me.
Yeah.
You feel like a criminal.
I got in trouble again.
Our conjured images of godly peaks remain a dream. The power of Mother Nature held us firmly outside arm's reach, allowing us not to fight her head on, but forcing us to wither in the grey fog of purgatory until defeated by a million moments of empty silence.